are live for the Power Chat series, a post show here. We got a great show coming up. I'm super excited. It's the FBBA Kickoff event post show. Happened in Miami. We're right at the start of the season. So we have a father-son duo, Victor and Gio. Victor, Gio, how are you doing today?
We're doing good. Yeah.
Doing good. Yeah, thank you
Awesome,
for having
excited to
us.
have you on. So first of all, I got to ask, you got your belt on here, Victor. Let's show it off and tell us more about it.
Oh, this right here is the Gator Nationals overall grand championship. It was the 1 year. I think they gave $5,000 for the overall. It was a pretty big deal, and I took the overall there at that tournament. There's a ton of great competition um, from national teams all over the country, and I happened to come out on top. And it's one of my proudest moments. I actually had it put away in a storage unit, and my son and I went the other day, and he's like, "Dad, can we like take that home? I just want to wear it." Like he was really impressed by it, and so coincidentally, we're doing the show here today, and I said, you know what, let's bring it out. Let's show
Yeah,
the hard work.
talk about inspiration. Gio, how did you get started in martial arts?
My dad kind of like brought me into the world of martial arts, and I used to do jujitsu first, but then I went into karate, and I guess I'm a natural.
Yeah, it just runs in your blood. So, you guys are part of or trained with Alex Reyes. Obviously, this is his page. I got this picture right up here. Power with you guys. So Florida, awesome martial arts coming out of it. Let's talk about the event. Gio, how'd you do at the event?
We won first place. It was only a couple fights. It wasn't a big tournament, but it was still some tough competition.
Yeah, I mean, you won 10-11 division, good competition. How did it feel just in the environment with some other good fighters, maybe not in your division, but getting to watch some of them?
I like to watch like the older kids, 17, 18, black belts and all that. And they're really good, and I just kind of take like their moves and kind of use it to my skill set.
For sure. Victor, did you coach your son?
I don't. I refrain from coaching him. I let Alex coach, but
Okay.
at the Pan Ams I did because Alex was really busy. But I try not to, and so but I coach him from the sidelines, right? But I'm not the official coach, right?
Got it. That's kind of nice. You get Alex, you got him to do sort of the in the chair, and then you as a dad get to just kind of soak it in as any other parent would, despite your background in martial arts.
Yeah, I think it's good. So I think you hit it right on the head. I compliment what Alex does kind of after the fight. I'll tell Gio like, "Hey, sit down, butterflies, like stay warm. You know,
Yeah.
stretch out, or hey, focus. Little things that maybe Alex has to step away from for a second, and then once it's fight time, then Alex steps back into the picture. So it works out. We're having fun. We're having a good time doing it.
So Gio, you started with jujitsu, right? Why'd you sort of transition to sport karate?
I don't know. I kind of felt like I wanted to do it more.
Following kind of your dad's footsteps too, just a little bit, but create your own path. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so what are some of your favorite parts, Gio, about martial arts?
Kind of just like adding new moves and practicing hard practices with my buddies.
Yeah, challenging yourself, obviously, having a good relationship with some of your competitors as well. So in terms of the FBBA event in Miami, what was your overall, let's start with Victor, but like your overall reflection of the event?
I think it's a great event. It's amazing, in the past and even now, Florida has had some of the best competitors. Of course, there's great competitors from all over the place, but Florida always definitely shows up and represents. So it was exciting for me to see a lot of talented faces, a lot of talented people. It was exciting to see some of the promoters whom saw me grow up and compete as well. And then it's kind of interesting because it's a beginners division, but yet you have the old school people kind of looking at Geo and stuff. I mean, he's only just a yellow belt, but it's very nice to see their support and just to be in the atmosphere again. The FBBA is coming back strong. There's a lot of good competition. Um, and I think the U.S. Open is always a good showing for Florida. So I think that's the major one we're looking forward at the middle of the year, and that's why we started off this year going off to this tournament and just getting the wheels turning, right?
Yeah, it's you guys are lucky there are a number of events in Florida just in your backyard or a 2-3 hour drive away, and you can get there and get some good competition. And yeah, Gio, you're only a yellow belt, but you've got eyes on, you have eyes watching you. You're on the Power Chat series. How does that feel?
You know, there's a little bit of pressure, but I think I'm ready to, take it on.
I think it's great though to feel sort of that pressure at a young age, as long as it's healthy, of course, right? To feel the pressure a bit, and to push yourself, sure. So you're in the 10-11 division. How old are you then? 10 or 11?
10. Turning 11 in March.
All right, coming up soon. So are you homeschooled or you go to school?
I go to school.
Oh, so you're busy. Any other hobbies or sort of is martial arts your main program?
I have like kind of two, like football and martial arts. I kind of, do those two. And then
Those
when I'm at home, I just play video games and chill.
like a normal kid. It's all just like a normal kid. You got to have some of that time. Victor, how do you sort of keep him on a good training schedule? What's it like in terms of scheduling everything?
So one of the things is in the beginning I introduced him to it, but I definitely spoke to him and told him, hey, the reason why I became as successful as I did was because it came from me, right? It's an intrinsic trait where you want to be great, you want to win, and you kind of dislike losing very very much. So we had that conversation, and then I'm able to see him telling me, hey dad, we have 2 or 3 days off. Like, are we training? Are you taking me? We'll be in the supermarket or wherever, and he's just like pumping his leg like in public, and I'm like, I remember myself being a kid, like where I don't care who's looking, I'm practicing, and so the schedule as it works, right now we're going to Alex's, and then 3 to 4 times a week, and then at home I do some one-on-ones and just kind of work on the details. But he's getting a good amount of training, and we're seeing the improvement from last year to this year. He's definitely looking a lot sharper.
Yeah, just to even at a young age and a young, I know you've been in martial arts for a little bit of time, Gio, but as just a yellow belt, it's really amazing to see, to take home the wins, to be on the show, to get it noticed. It's really great. What are some of your goals, Gio, when it comes to martial arts?
Just trying to become the best I can to my possible ability. I mean, that's everybody's goal, to just be the best they can.
Yeah, that like sort of self-actualization, reaching your potential. You mentioned, so this is Alex super excited to, I bet to have his students, both of you guys on the show. What's it sort of like? I'm sure Alex is watching or going to be watching this. So, but your
What's up, Al?
honest opinion about what it's like being in Alex's school.
It's just honestly fun. Alex makes it really fun, like teaching, and it's always a good time over there.
I bet. What about you, Victor? What's the history with it?
So I think Gio's at a shortage of words, but really we actually really started at Mr. Reyes Senior. That's where we started with his white belt. Through a series of events, we Alex is closer to what we're doing right now, so it just stays in the family. But as far as Manny Reyes Senior, Manny Reyes Junior, who was my idol growing up, and probably the greatest point fighter of South Florida ever of all times. Like he was an idol of mine, and we hung out with him last weekend. Manny Reyes Jr. and then Alex. I mean, there's just so much history and tradition, and back in the back in the days on the national circuit, like when we showed up, our school, like we had top fighters, And so to see him kind of getting there and wanting to get there, it's just really enjoying the process, enjoying watching him is the best. And working with Alex's family, we're family, so it's great. It's awesome.
Yeah, and then to see your own son carrying the torch. Any, obviously Gio said he wants to be the best that he can be. Do you have any real, I guess, goals for your own son or aspirations?
My aspiration is we're gonna go as far as he wants to go. Um, I think I'm already fulfilled as it is. He tried it. He's actually, decent at it, and he's won. So as life goes on, and I don't know if his interests are going to change. I think for the immediate future, we definitely want to get into the NASCAR circuit, continue dominating the FBBA circuit. We plan on going on every local tournament, and then eventually do some European trips, take some trips out to Europe, and really test ourselves. Right, that's the best part is working really hard on your craft, and then going out there and testing it and just see kind of where you're at. It's just fun. It's really fun.
Yeah, any particular places, Gio, you really want to go in potentially the United States or Europe? Any cool sites you want to see?
Um, I don't know, just like a lot of ancient places in like Rome.
Of course, that's a perfect place. I mean, all of the history there, it's amazing what martial arts and where it can take you, who you can meet. So that's a really cool goal to have set.
Irish
And
Irish Open. Irish Open. Sorry to cut
Irish Open, my goodness. Yeah, awesome. That's going to be a definite one on the resume you'll want to have. You talked about hitting the local tournaments. Do you plan on doing the FBBA's next one or March event in 2024, the Tournament of Champions?
Yeah, absolutely. It's actually both of our birthday months, so it'll be a nice birthday gift, Gio. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, you got to both win, right? So, wait, so Victor, obviously, you have the belt. Are you still hitting the mat at competition, or are you kind of letting that to Geo now?
Oh, I hit the mat to say hello to people, and then that's about it. No, I'm retired. Actually, I slowed down once he was born. When he was born a long time ago, and then since then I haven't really practiced a lot. But a lot of it's still up here. I got on the mat the other day at Alex's school for the first time in like 10 years, but I was more concerned about like hurting myself. You know
Like
what? It's
pulling something, or you know?
Yeah, for sure. The craziest thing is your mind tells you to do something, and then your body does like the complete opposite, and you're like, what happened there? Where is the disconnect? But no, it's fun, and you know what? I'm gonna start sparring with Alex.
Wow.
Alex is my sparring partner. My whole career, he was like my only sparring partner. So, um, me and Alex are gonna hook up and just work out.
Yeah, that'll be great because once you step on the mat, you get the itch and it needs to be scratched. And then eventually, Geo, you're going to be beating up your dad.
Hopefully.
It'll
Soon,
happen.
maybe by
Yeah,
the end
it's
of this
going to
year.
happen sooner than you
I don't know.
expect, Victor. It's going to happen way sooner than you expect.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Okay, so we covered goals, we covered how you got into martial arts, and how the tournament went. Anything else that you wanted to touch on, or about the event? What your thoughts were on it, since it is the post show of FBBA's kickoff event?
I think it was, for Gio, this is all still sort of brand new, but I think the tournament was ran really well. I highly suggest for people to come out and support all of the FBBA tournaments. There's a good buzz going. Just all the schools are really pushing competition, and it was still a very nice time, organized time, friendly environment, and Alex was there, right? Like he's like 50% of the fun. So
For
uh,
sure. You
yeah,
can't
yeah. So
dispute
we
that
like
one. Great. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for coming onto the Power Chat series, and congratulations on your win, Gio, and just breaking into this sport karate world, guns blazing.
thank you. We thank you so much for having us and Alex, and it's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Great. All righty. Thank you for watching the Power Chat series, the FBBA Kickoff event on the Power Chat series with Gio and Victor Suarez. All right.
Power.
Yeah, you know what?
Baby.
It doesn't fit well for me, but you do it great. So power, baby.
Awesome. All right. Thank you.
Great. We're offline. Thanks so much.